Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you 7 essential tips when you start your Chanel collection in 2023. However, those just my personal opinion and experience. If you want to buy or you already have those items, please don't get offended. Still buy what you love. My video just for your reference. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first one is do not buy the jumbo classic flap or the reissue in the size 227. There are some reasons. The first reason is the price tag. The price tag is too high. I don't think it's worth to buy it. They are not considered as an investment bag anymore. And the number 2 reason is they are very heavy. Because it's heavy, so moving to the next reason, they are not practical for everyday use. Because it's very heavy and because it's very expensive, so most of the time you will live at home. So the cost per wear also not worth to buy this bag. If you really wanted to buy the Chanel classic flap, choose the smallest size, which I will have next video talking about the 5 Chanel bag you can buy in 2023. So moving on to the next one is do not buy the bag that's very trendy. Now Chanel has 6 seasons. Every season they will come out the new handbags, new style, and some of them they will follow the trend. In case you bought it and after a few years you don't like it anymore, you try to sell, you will have a problem to sell. When you try to sell after the trend fade away, nobody wants it. Therefore, try to avoid those trendy bags. So number 3 is try to avoid the bag that you know you are afraid to use because of the material or because of the color. Let me give you the example. If you purchase a white color of the Chanel bag, the first thing in your mind is a color transfer. In that reason, then you will be very careful, or sometimes you are very afraid to use because you're afraid of the color transfer. Now if you have the lambskin bag, you also have the light color, so it's a double worry. Or you worry about the scratch, you worry about the color transfer, end up you're probably not gonna use it. You're gonna leave home for the most of the time. So that kind of the bag you try to avoid. Try to buy a bag that you think you will use, you think it's very practical and very durable, such like dark color of the bag, and choose the durable leather material such as the caviar leather. It's a more durable, scratch resistance. You will feel very comfortable to use. Because of that, let's move on. The number 4 is do not buy a bag that has a very light color. I understand right now the white color recent years are very popular, and I think of course if you like it, still buy. As I always say, if you really like it, go for it, follow your heart. What I try to say, try to avoid the light color bag, because no matter it's a Chanel or come from other fashion house. Remember I talk about YSL college bag, why I sold this bag. I do love this bag. However, after 1 month's use, I got a color transfer. That time it wasn't even wear jean. I was wear a black pant. I don't know how I got a color transfer. So it will happen. And sometimes for some reason we will forgot. You will wear the bag and end up you got a color transfer. And plus I feel Chanel leather is very easy. I shouldn't say that the Chanel leather is very easy to pick up a color. I would say all the light color is very easy to get a color transfer. For Chanel, especially because of the price is so expensive, so you don't want to take the risk to get a color transfer for $4,000 or $5,000 bag. So you just wanted to keep in mind, try to buy a dark color. It will be much comfortable to use. You don't need to baby it, you don't need to watch out. So the number 5 is do not buy the bag that does not fit your lifestyle. So our lifestyle will change from time to time because of the age or because of the environment that we work. Is when you purchase a Chanel bag, you always ask yourself, this cute little pink bag, will I use that when I turn to the 30, 40 or 50 years old. Be honest to yourself. Talk to yourself. If you think your answer is yes, go for it. If your answer is, oh, after I turn to 60, I probably not gonna wear this cute little pink bag, then don't buy it, because Chanel still costs a lot of money. You don't want to waste that much money. Rather to buy something more classic that you can use for many years, and you can even pass to your grandchildren, because the classic and the neutral color, they will fit to any age and fit to everyone. And some of the color bag, it's very personal, as I mentioned in previous video. Some people like pink, but other people may not like the pink. So the neutral color is very important when you come to buy a Chanel bag. So moving to the number 6 is, do not buy a lot of SLG. SLG is small leather goods. For Chanel, SLG still very expensive. I would say choose a couple pieces is good enough. I especially do not recommend you buy a Chanel full-size wallet. You can save those money, buy a better bag instead. So the SLG, you can just buy the card holder, zip coin purse. That's all about it. You can pick the color that you love. You can pick your favorite color. One day you want to sell. If you lose money, it's still acceptable, but not like the bag, you suddenly lose a couple $1,000s. So that time when you choose the SLG, you can pick up your favorite color, pink, blue, yellow, green, whatever you like it, but not buying too many SLG. So moving to the last one is, do not buy a lot of custom jewelry. Honestly, I feel Chanel custom jewelry doesn't have good quality, especially for the custom jewelry pieces with the stone on there. A lot of you already experience, if you love the Chanel custom jewelry, sometimes those stones will fall off, so you have to send it to the Chanel boutique and they will send it to repair. It's waiting about 1 month or 2 months, I don't know. So if you really want the Chanel custom jewelry, buy a few pieces is good enough. Buy something doesn't have the stone. This is the only custom jewelry from Chanel I have. This is a Chanel brooch, and I think this is a very classic piece. I can wear anytime, and I just love this little piece, and it just elevates your look. So you don't need to buy 5 or 10 brooch. You're probably not gonna use for every day. So this kind of thing, you can just save money, buy something else. So those are the 7 tips that I want to share with you. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you guys also enjoy this video. I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye bye.